I'm your host, Bart Levins, Director for Hardin County Schools Performing Arts Center. Our first guest today is also our PAC Spotlight student. Please welcome Cassandra Freund. Cassandra, thank you so much for being with us today.
No problem. Thank you for asking me.
We've really appreciated getting to know you better through our interviews with our other media partners, and enjoyed sharing your first limousine ride with us. Also, first limousine ride for your brother.
Yes.
Who is 9 months old, so he's been a lot of fun today, too. Cassandra, tell us what you're doing at the PAC this month.
So I will be dancing the part of Cinderella in Cinderella the Ballet, presented by Allegro Dance Theater. And I will also be, we are double cast, so I'll also be doing the roles of the Visiting Princess and Queen of the Night Sky.
Now, what makes this production of Cinderella different than, like, the Disney movie and that other renditions of it?
So first of all, it's a ballet, so it's the story is told only through dance. There's no talking, and there's, I think the section that would be most different from other adaptations is we have a section where there's stars, so there's like the Queen of the Night and the shooting star and the comet and the big quarter ballet of stars. Yeah.
One of the other differences that I really enjoy watching every year is Cinderella's father is part of the story. Do you want to explain that a little bit to our audiences?
Yeah, so they have a part where Cinderella's father, who is dead, comes back as a ghost and kind of gives Cinderella advice, like when she's in trouble or when she feels sad or she doesn't know what to do. Like during the garden when she's sad about not going to the ball, he's there. And at the ball, he's like, go be with the prince, you know. Yeah.
Now, how long have you been dancing with Allegro?
I've been dancing with Allegro for around 12 years.
And when did you start becoming part of the Cinderella Ballet?
So this will be my 11th Cinderella. My first one was when I was 6.
And what were you when you were 6?
I was a bee and a guest at the ball.
And you worked your way up the ladder.
Yes, I did.
And now you're Cinderella, but you're not only Cinderella. What's the other parts that you're playing again?
So the other parts are the Visiting Princess, which is basically one of the princesses that wants to marry the prince, and the Queen of the Night Sky, which is in the stars part.
And just to be clear for our audiences, you're not playing all of those roles in the same show.
No, so I am double cast, which means one show I'll do Cinderella, and then another show, one of my friends is going to be Cinderella, Cami Cunningham.
What is that like to have more than one Cinderella bouncing around all the time?
It's basically the biggest reason for it is easier on the body, because then our feet, well, some parts are harder in some roles and some parts are not. And then also, it's also really good to learn how to do 2 roles for future, you know, if you want to join a company or something, because that's how it's going to be.
Do you learn from watching your other Cinderella, from watching her rehearse? Do you gain any knowledge from that and vice versa?
Yeah, we help each other out, you know, if we're like, let's go over this part, and I forgot this section, and I forgot this section, you know, and yeah, it's definitely cool to see how we do things differently.
How is your Cinderella different than the other Cinderella this year or in past years? What do you bring to the performance?
I think, I don't know.
Well,
we're in the rehearsal process, so it's definitely trying to figure out, you know, what we still want, like what we want to put into it, and it's still a little in the works.
it's about a month away still, so you're still getting the dance moves down.
Yeah.
Yeah. What have you enjoyed about other Cinderellas you've watched that you maybe want to, we won't say steal, we'll say borrow?
There are
Inspired
there
by.
are certain sections in the ballet that I'm like, I want to do this way because I liked it this way, or this part really looked like, I don't know, so there was a feeling to it that I want to incorporate.
Yeah. And what were you the first year you were in Cinderella?
So my first year, I was a bee in the garden and a guest at the ball.
And what year was that?
2013.
And how old were you?
6.
Oh my God. So what do you remember? Do you even remember doing the bee?
I do, actually. I remember being with other little dancers and specifically. There's a little part where you go in a circle around Cinderella, and I remember that vividly.
Who was your Cinderella back then? Do you remember?
It was Cara Caro.
I remember her. Yeah, very sweet. What do you remember about the bee? Was it difficult?
No, it's not too difficult. It's basically, the bee is for, when you just started Cinderella, and it's more trying to get the character in, like, you spin around like a bee, and Miss Carol really tries to get us to act like our characters and bring out the performing part of performing.
So let me ask you this, as a 6-year-old dancer, were you the 6-year-old who was just in it having fun, or were you the one in it who was taking everything very seriously?
I think I was kind of in between. Like, I definitely, like, back then, even then, I wanted to be a dancer, but I also, you're a little kid and you want to have fun. So.
It's the best of both worlds.
Yes.
What's next for you after Cinderella?
So after Cinderella, we bring Nutcracker to schools. We do Act 2. So we'll be doing that in December. We also have a public performance at the Meade County Library and at the Elizabethtown Mall.
Now, how are you going to dance in a library?
They have, I don't know exactly how it's going to be this year, but the one other time I've done it, it was basically just a cleared out section and we just danced on the carpet.
I see. And you are getting ready to graduate,
Yes.
homeschool student, finishing up. What's ahead for you?
So I want to try to get into a professional ballet company as a trainee or an apprentice or something.
Now, for people who may not be familiar, what's that process like? How difficult is that?
So basically, you audition. There's some companies have video auditions where you send in a video, or you can go into an in-person audition, and basically you audition and they tell you if you get in.
What's the competition like?
I'd say ballet is very competitive. It's pretty hard, especially nowadays with so many amazing dancers that can do so many amazing things. It's very hard to get into any place.
Well, you and I were talking earlier today. I think it also helps to be well versed in other forms of dance as well. We were talking about that. How do you think that helps, and what other forms of dance are you interested in?
Yes, so I also take modern and jazz, and especially nowadays, the ballet companies do so many modern ballets because that's kind of what the world's interested in now. So they want to appeal to audiences. So doing modern is definitely helpful, and some jazz too.
Now, what's the difference between modern ballet and traditional ballet?
So ballet is classical. It's basically just like the classical ballet repertoire. There's different styles, like there's Cecchetti and there's Russian, but it's like if you went to a ballet class anywhere in the world, you would it would be basically the same.
Right.
Some terms might be different, but it's there. And then modern is, it's more, there's also different techniques, but it's more grounded. Sometimes it's more loose or contracted. It's very different.
Yeah, they just are really different. In my studies, I always thought of classical traditional ballet is about the length
Yes, definitely.
and the broadening, and not strict or rigid, but there's a regiment to it.
Yes,
Whereas modern, instead of being straight, is trying to bend. And that's where the more groundedness
Yes,
comes.
definitely.
Would you say something like that?
yeah, so ballet is more lifted. And
Yes.
it's also, when I started doing modern, one of the challenges was to be more grounded and try to loosen up a little more. It's very interesting to see how different styles, like you need to be grounded, you need to be lifted, certain techniques.
I think it's really good for your muscles too, because
Yes.
you get to train them to do. It's almost like cross training for an athlete. You get to
Yes.
move your muscles in different ways, so you're not stiff and
Yes.
other things. Yeah. Well, and we're very excited to have Allegro back with Cinderella. And when are those performance dates?
So the public shows for Cinderella are November 18th and November 19th.
And when will you be playing Cinderella?
I will be Cinderella on November 18th.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, last year, as we said, you have been doing Cinderella since you were six
Yes.
years old. So we're going to take a look back at you in Cinderella last year when you played the fairy godmother. What is the fairy godmother role like that we're going to see?
So fairy godmother is actually, I'd say, the role that is in most of the ballet. Like you're on stage a lot, and sometimes you're on stage for a really long chunk of time. But it's definitely one of my favorite roles I've ever done. It was really fun.
And why is that?
Just being the fairy godmother, you get to, basically in our version of Cinderella, the fairy godmother is the one who kind of tells the story. So we show, over here, and now we're going to go over here, and you also get to have the wand, which is really fun. Props are always fun.
Props are always fun. Well, we're going to take a look at you with your wand prop from last year's production of Cinderella as the fairy godmother, and people can come to the pack and see you as Cinderella this year.
Thank you.
Next up on our program, please welcome Ms. Carmen Caldera-Bratska, representing the Elizabethtown School System. Hello, how are you?
I am good. Running in on fumes, but I'm
I'm right here. And if people didn't know yet, we are filming this on Halloween
yes.
for Thanksgiving.
Yes. Yes.
And we're talking about our Thanksgiving, our holiday seasonal programming on Halloween.
Right. Right. Thus the costume.
Yes, I have
And
little
I-
skulls on this. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So-
It makes me feel a little better. Went from our event we were having this morning straight to here. I was like, I don't have time to change. So
it is
here
what
I
it
am
is.
in
We're
all
just-
my
We're just
Halloween
glad
glory.
to have you here.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Well, you know, and it's been very funny. We've been talking throughout the day with our other media stops. We've been talking not only about Cinderella, which will be the ballet that Allegro does right before Thanksgiving. We've also been talking about our November event, which is a radio drama presentation of It's a Wonderful Life.
Right.
That'll be on November 11th. And that's actually, you're here to talk about your own radio drama that you guys are doing in November, December?
December.
And what is that?
Yes, we are doing a Christmas Carol radio drama. We did It's a Wonderful Life last year, and everybody's already asking what we're doing next year. I'm like, let me get through this year first. But we are doing a Christmas Carol, and it is our one event each year that we include the entire district. So we have faculty, we have staff, we have central office personnel, we have students from multiple schools all involved. And so that within itself is just a wonderful thing to see. Because after last year, the faculty were coming going, why didn't I get to be in it? And the ones that were in it were like, I want a bigger part next year. So that means they had a good time.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is inevitably what I want out of this particular production. So in addition to that, in our lobby, we will have refreshments for sale. Our exceptional classroom will have all kinds of crafts for sale. And then we will have band and also faculty from the district playing music live
lobby.
in the lobby.
Oh, lovely.
And also before the show and during intermission. And there may be some other surprises thrown in too.
Oh.
But it is a whole thing. It's a whole evening of fun, very family friendly, and it's going to be great.
And when is this?
This is December 1st and 2nd at 7 p.m. And tickets will be on our Facebook page, Elizabethtown Performing Arts Center.
And what else is going on over there with E-Town Schools?
Well, of course, we are headed into concert season, so we already had one choir concert in October. And today we had Bright Star Theater come in and do a performance for TK Stone Middle School, the entire middle school. And yeah, then we've got all the concerts before and after our event, and they will all be on our Facebook page.
Excellent. It's one of the things I've had so many people ask us at the Hardin County Schools Performing Arts Center. I just got an email from a teacher that said, do you have any Christmas events? I went, any? I typed back, I said, yes, check our website, because they begin the week after Halloween.
Right.
That's when Christmas starts for us with band concerts, choral concerts, etc.
Right.
Winter concerts.
Yes.
But yeah, it's pretty chock full right up until the winter break.
Yes.
I know it is for you too.
It is, and of course we don't have as many schools that we have to pack in, which is nice because it gives us a little more rehearsal space, which is good because it's difficult trying to work around faculty and staff schedules as well as student schedules, especially this time of year. So that's a lot of what we are doing is rehearsals.
Now, how do you go about with your radio drama of Christmas Carol? Are you doing live sound effects?
We are.
Oh,
We
see,
are.
we are too, and that's part of the fun of it.
Yes. We our person who did it last year decided he would rather act this year. So we are going to be training 2 new Foley artists, which is exciting because I think one of them is a staff member. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And yes, we will do as many live as we can. There will be some that we may go ahead and use something canned, but for the most part, everything will be.
Yeah, we
live.
have found a combination of the two works best.
Yeah, there are some that it's just pointless to try to replicate when you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. And I know it's a little early, but depending on when our next broadcast is of this show,
Right.
what are you looking at in the coming year?
Little Women
Oh,
will be
wonderful.
our high school spring production.
Musical straight show.
Straight show.
Okay.
Straight show. And other than that, a whole lot of concerts. And then there's other things that are kind of in the works that haven't been solidified enough to put out there yet.
Well, when they get solid, please come and let us know.
I absolutely will.
And again, what's the website that people can find out?
Elizabethtown Performing Arts Center on Facebook.
On Facebook.
On Facebook, yes.
Thank you, Carvin.
Thank you.
This month, we invite you to join us as we step back in time and embrace the charm of live radio with our rendition of the beloved classic, It's a Wonderful Life. Get ready to be transported to the snowy streets of Bedford Falls and experience the magic of this timeless story like never before. Originally a 1946 film directed by Frank Capra, this story's enduring message of power of love, community, and selflessness resonates deeply with audiences even today. By presenting it as a live radio drama, we pay homage to the golden era of radio entertainment, when families gathered around their radios to share stories, laughter, and tears. The live radio drama format adds an extra layer of nostalgia and intimacy to this theatrical experience, allowing the audience to use their imagination to fill in the visual gaps. The heart and soul of our production is our talented cast. With a commitment to preserving the authenticity of the radio drama era, they create an immersive experience that will transport you to another time, bringing George Bailey, his guardian angel Clarence, and the rest of Bedford Falls residents to life with their voices. The actors also serve as Foley artists, creating the tangible sounds that enrich the storytelling, whether it's the clinking of glasses at a holiday party or the rustling of angel wings. Their craftsmanship adds depth and immersion to the performance. Speaking of which, one of the most remarkable aspects of the live radio drama is the atmosphere it creates. You'll be transported to a different era as you sit in our theater, enveloped in the soft glow of the stage lights. The subtle charm of the old-timey microphones, the live sound effects, and the expressive voices of the actor will make you feel like you're sitting in front row of a vintage radio broadcast. It's an opportunity to escape from the hustle and the bustle of modern life and savor the timeless magic of Christmas. We invite you to make cherished memories with friends and family by joining us at the PAC on November 11th for It's a Wonderful Life, and rediscover the true spirit of Christmas in a way that will touch your heart and leave you with a renewed sense of hope and goodwill. Let the enchantment of this live radio drama transport you to Bedford Falls, where the magic of the season comes to life. We can't wait to share this exceptional performance with you as we celebrate the joy of the holiday season together. See you at the PAC. Tickets for It's a Wonderful Life are on sale now. This production will also be broadcast on WQXC Radio on Thanksgiving Day and Christmas Eve, as well as on HCEC TV throughout the holidays, and available on demand from thepac.net. Well, folks, that's going to wrap things up. I'm your host, Bart Lovins from Hardin County Schools Performing Arts Center, and we will see you next month for the Monthly Market.